Hi guys. So I decided to come on today and finally start this. You're welcome to Cyber Lords. Well, Cyber Lords is a program I came up with a few years ago, about 4 years ago. And I was waiting for the perfect circumstances. There's so much going on, and I have so many people, intelligent, brilliant, outstanding, educated, informed, even people who say they are very spiritually aware people, who continue to deny the advent of AI, who continue to deny the advent of artificial intelligence. And you just might go on YouTube, on TikTok, and then you see these very scary predictions. And things, people who them, or have you ever bothered to Google the names of these people who are telling you that AI is taking over tomorrow, like 2026, 2027, latest 2030? Have you ever bothered? You hear somebody is the father of AI. Someone tells you, I used to work with Microsoft, I used to work with Google, I had to leave them because I had been warning them that they are going to reach AGI very soon, and they didn't listen to me, so I left in order to come and warn you. Do you think this is a joke? Well, I'm no prophet of doom. I'm actually a prophet of hope. And I've come to reach out to you to say, in the nicest voice possible, wake up. Artificial intelligence is here. I am a journalist of 20 something years. Yes, I'm about 2 decades and a half old as a journalist, and I have been on top of the predictions and the ongoing happenings in artificial intelligence for the last 5 years. You might have attended a few of my of the courses where we had experts 2 years ago, 3 years ago, talking about artificial intelligence. The only difference is that there was no way we could have imagined that process of whatever they were building would be so accelerated to the point that we have practically reached AGI. AGI is the point where we know for sure that the machines, artificial intelligence, the robots, whatever you choose to call them, artificial intelligence has indeed become more intelligent than men, the most informed of men. Ladies and gentlemen, I hate to announce to you that we have surpassed that point at this point. For those people who are the experts, who were experts maybe 10, 20 years ago, what we have right now on ground is by far has surpassed what they would have called the point of AGI. But then because you're going to work and the predictions, or well, the predominant belief is that as soon as artificial intelligence comes out, that people are going to lose all their jobs and all of that. The fact that you haven't lost your job, the fact that you're going out and you're coming in, the fact that maybe in the place where you live, you still have taxis, drivers driving the machines. You're not being served yet in the restaurant by robots. Going to the sites where you're building and there are no robots there, you're not seeing robots on the road, does not mean that it's not happening. Does not mean that in some other climes, like China, like in some parts of America, those people that are able to wake up to artificial intelligence, its use, what it's being used for, and try to jump on the bandwagon. One. The second group of people are entrepreneurs, people who are coming up with things that have never been. Remember that the AI is learning from you and I. They are picking up clues, they are answering questions, and they are updating themselves based on the questions that we are asking on all of our AIs, on all of our apps across the world. So there's that. If you're an entrepreneur, you're probably starting something that has never been done. You are coming up with a new idea, and it will take a while. And then also there are this group of people who do work that is not necessarily repetitive. In other words, I, for one, have asked myself, would I like to go to a psychologist, a therapist who is an AI? Whether it's even dressed, it's a robot that is dressed and looking matronly, or, whoever it is I will respond to as a therapist. So, I hazard a guess and imagine that, for example, if I were to go to court, I would not want a robot to argue on my case. I wouldn't want a robot that's fully 24 hours or 15 hours in charge of my children in school. I would prefer a human teacher. I probably will prefer a human therapist. I would prefer a human lawyer. And, well, just a handful of jobs will be safe for a given period. So guys, with these few points of mine, until I come your way very soon, I hope I've been able to convince you that AI is real. AI is happening. It's going to happen. It makes too much sense. Too much money has been put into it. Even the people who made it probably at the beginning didn't mean any evil. Even till this point, I heard Elon Musk being asked the question, what is going to happen to the workforce? What's going to happen to those people who lose their jobs? And, if you know Elon, he won't blink. He usually has an answer. He was quiet for a very long time. So, all is going to be fine. You want updates on artificial intelligence? Please like this video, subscribe. It's not all doom. There's light at the end of the tunnel. Yes. But it's going to turn out well. All right? Just hang in there. Hang in there. It's going to turn out well. All right. See you guys. See you when I see you. Bye.